Hello, Coolers. Welcome back to Viva Barca and welcome to another interesting episode where we are going to be discussing on the latest developing stories. We are going to begin with Chelsea striker Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, as it has been reported that Aubameyang is willing to make a huge effort in order to sign for Barcelona in the coming summer. We are going to be discussing more on that as we move ahead. Then, to conclude this episode, talking about Lionel Messi, as it has been reported that Barcelona expect their legend to accept three conditions if he wants to return. We are going to be discussing on those three conditions more as we progress. So, guys, before we get right into the full stories, please do ensure to subscribe if you haven't. If you're just coming across my channel for the very first time, you are highly welcome. Consider liking the video and please watch right up to the very end. Barcelona fans caught sight of a familiar face in the dressing room as the player celebrated the 2-1 win against Real Madrid last Sunday. A certain Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang joined the post-game party in the dressing room and was asked to stay by the players. Aubameyang signed for Barca in the winter last year and already became a fan favorite within just 6 months. He scored 11 goals in 17 matches, including a hat-trick against Valencia at the Mestalla and a brace against Real Madrid at the Santiago Bernabeu. However, after the club signed Robert Lewandowski in the summer, the player understood his role and chose to leave for greener pastures in London. He signed for Chelsea for nearly 11 million euros, a sum Barcelona needed desperately at the time. His signing was requested by Thomas Tuchel, who was sacked very early into the season. His replacement, Graham Potter, clearly does not favor the Gabonese international at all. As such, Aubameyang is desperate to return to Barcelona in the summer and is ready to make a huge effort to push his exit from Stamford Bridge, as per report by AS. The striker knows that his transfer to Barca will have to meet multiple conditions. The first and foremost being arriving on a free transfer. He plans to speak to Chelsea to mutually terminate his contract by expressing his unhappiness regarding playing time. Aubameyang will also have to lower his salary a fair bit and also accept a contract that would pale in comparisons to one he received during his initial stint with Barca. Should the 33-year-old somehow get Chelsea to let him leave for free, his transfer would be far more feasible, as it already has the approval of the Barcelona coaching staff. In fact, the club tried to sign Oba in the winter itself, but La Liga's stipulations regarding registering the same player twice in one season avoided the move from going through. Aubameyang's potential arrival also goes hand in hand with Barca's desire to sell one or both of Ferran Torres and Ansu Fati while retaining the services of Ace Abde, who returns from loan. They are, however, trying to sign Vitor Roque from Athletic Paranense in Brazil, who is expected to be the long-term successor to Lewandowski. It would be interesting to see how Barca manage the attack line in the event of both transfers going through. Of course, Aubameyang still continued to dream for a return to Barca after a very frustrating time at Chelsea. A player who barely plays games now under Graham Potter, excluded from the Champions League squad, and rarely plays even in the Premier League. It is quite understandable that Aubameyang, who has been used to it playing, more game time, is now seeking for more, and he's definitely never going to be happy about the situation that he's currently going through. He's not happy about it, and he really wants to return. I don't know if coming to El Clasico and celebrated in the dressing room with Barca and showing it on social media was one of the tactics that Aubameyang wanted to use to show to the Chelsea bosses that, look, I love Barcelona, my heart is still here. And I think that was just a way to tell the club that he really wants to join. And of course, I think I still like that guy because selling him was not what me I wanted. I think most Barca fans were not happy about that. But honestly, we understand why Barca sold him. We all know that Barca were in desperate need for cash. And of course, the 11 million euro that they received was not small. It helped Barca a lot in other things. So Barcelona now have the idea of, look, if we want to bring back Aubameyang, it's not like we're paying that is we're paying any transfer fee. Barca, there will be no way Barca will share any money for him, despite that he still has a long contract with Chelsea. But the idea is that Oba will try to negotiate with Chelsea that, look, please just terminate my contract. Give me a letter of freedom. I want to go because I'm not enjoying the time here again. Just in case Chelsea even tried to understand that situation and gave Oba that freedom, then good and fine. Barca might easily pounce on that opportunity, to bring in this guy, Aubameyang. Of course, better to be a backup to Lewandowski, and I think he will be far happier in Barcelona than he currently is at Chelsea. So let's see how it's going to be like for him moving forward. Then on to the final story of discussion. With his contract expiring in the summer, Barcelona are deeply interested in bringing back Lionel Messi to the Camp Nou for his last dance. The Argentine wants to play in Europe for at least another season and reportedly thinks about a return to the Catalan capital. However, according to Mundo Deportivo, Barcelona are in no rush and are considering a fair few things ahead of any possible move. The report claims that Joan Laporta will only make an effort to bring back Messi if the player makes his intention to return. Since the two parties are not particularly on speaking terms, this information could reach the president via Xavi or any other player. Further, the club expects Messi to accept a different role to the one he was so often used to having with Barca. They want him to accept a smaller squad role and respect the new leaders that have formed in the team since his departure. This could include the likes of Lewandowski and Marc-Andre ter Stegen, Araujo, or even Busquets, who was already vice captain. And it goes without saying, but Barca also want him to lower his salary considerably so he can fit the wage bill and La Liga's financial fair play restrictions. Signing Leo will not be easy enough, as PSG are doing their best to renew him. They had already tabled a verbal offer last year and talks have been growing slowly. However, PSG President Nasser El Khelaïfi has been ordered by the state of Qatar to renew Messi at all costs. Apart from being an integral part of their current project, Leo is also one of the most marketable players in the world, which financially benefits PSG and QSI. So guys, as we get right into it, thanks a lot for watching. Until next time, bye bye.